In this video, we'll talk about the concept of containers and virtual machines and how they are different. A container is a you can see a containerized application. It consists of the infrastructure layer, the host operating system. A Docker is a containerization technology, and these are different multiple applications A to F. So, if you observe, all these applications are using one Docker and one operating system on the infrastructure. Now, if you see a virtual machine, whereas we have for each of the application, there is an operating system. So B has a different operating system and C has a different operating system. To manage this, we use a technology called hypervisor, which is on top of the infrastructure. So the difference here is that the operating system for each app is not required in a containerized application. In a virtual machine, we need to have separate operating system. In a containerized application, the operating system is shared. Now let us read this. A VM is an entire operating system with its own kernel, hardware drivers, programs, and applications. A container is simply an isolated process with all of its files need to run. If you run multiple containers, they all share the same kernel, allowing you to run more applications on less infrastructure. So, why it is less infrastructure? Because, say, for example, I may not be using 100% of this infrastructure here. I may be using 20%, I may be using 80%. So, it is unusable, right? I cannot use the remaining part of it. Whereas here, I can deploy one more application. It will only use as much as it requires. So, it is shared. So, we can use more application. We can run more applications on less infrastructure. That's how containers are the latest thing that every one of us are adopting.